In 2024, there's been a resurgence of arcade racing games, especially, for some reason, arcade rally games released by an indie developer. And there's been a bunch released even in just the last few months, and they're all kind of great. I've been playing 3 of them recently, and you can grab all of them on Steam at the moment for like around about $20, but let's have a look at them and see which of them are worth playing. So I'll be looking at 3 indie arcade rally games today. For starters, I play these games on controller. That is the superior way to play them, I think, not on a wheel. You can play a lot of them on the wheel, but I just need to say that for starters. The first game we'll be looking at today is a game called Drive Rally. Now, Drive Rally is early access. It was launched 2 months ago, around about the end of September. It is available now, but it's still being worked on for a full release. And I'll be honest, it already kind of feels very polished. It feels like a complete game in itself. This game has a small dev team, and it shows you pictures of the dev team on startup, which is super cute. There's only a few people, and in this game there's 4 environments that I've seen and over 400 kilometers of stages looping around these environments. There's many cars included. They're all kind of rip-offs of real-world cars to get around licensing. For example, I was driving the RS200, and there's different teams with co-drivers which have a lot of sass, which I found really interesting.
Hello? Earth's the driver!
Each career is sorted by the team that you drive for. Each team drives in a certain environment and has a certain co-driver. The co-drivers are really funny. One of them has like an Arnie accent, very much like I'll be back, as you're driving through like a German forest.
Glided like a paraglider over the sneezer. Right, 1, that's 2.
One of them's like super valley girl, like, oh my god, are you even like trying to drive fast? Which is also very entertaining. You can also customize your cars. It's fully customizable with like paintwork, decals and stuff. And you can also go like full Need for Speed and apply body kits and all sorts of little things. The handling in this game I found to be really intuitive and really easy to pick up. I've only been messing around in some of the starter cars, I'll be honest, but so far it's really easy and kind of simple to pick up and kind of satisfying. I didn't find it very difficult, it kind of just felt very natural. There's lots of cameras to use. You've got chase cam, you've got the cockpit camera. There is no damage system in this game, which is a bummer for some people because that's like one of the main parts of rally. It's like crashing your car. But yeah, lots to enjoy. The graphic style I really like. It's sort of like a cel-shaded look and it runs super smoothly and I think it looks really good. The lighting is awesome. Drive Rally is really fun. It's been released recently and I would pick this game up if you're looking for a rally game that kind of looks great, is super simple to pick up and play, and if you're looking to just like vibe out. The handling is on the easier side of things, so if you're looking for a technical challenge, you're probably not going to find it here. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. The next game I'll be looking at is Old School Rally. This game is also early access, so a full release is still to come, and early access launched in late July this year. It's still being worked on. There was a patch like last week which introduced a bunch of stages and like split screen, for example. This game is by a solo developer and it gives me very much Colin McRae rally vibes. This game looks straight out of the 90s, and even the menu gave me the feeling of like playing the old like RAC Rally Championship games. The HUD is based upon like Colin McRae Rally 04 with like the red box for the timer at the top of the screen, which is really interesting. This game has lots of different rally stages. The career mode is kind of set out with a bunch of different rallies, but they kind of dot from environment to environment, which isn't really how rallies work in real life, but it's got a lot of variety. You have all sorts of environments, so you have the main 3, you have tarmac, gravel and snow, and there's lots and lots of cars in this game, and you unlock more as you progress through it. There are obvious nods to real-world cars, and there's nothing in this game that's really newer than 2001, I would say. You have the Subaru Impreza, the Evo, and the Peugeot 206 to start the game. These are, of course, like fake versions of these cars, the same as Drive Rally. You can create liveries for these cars though and share them on the Steam Marketplace. It took me like no time at all to download a 2023 Toyota livery for the Peugeot and a mid-90s livery for the Mitsubishi. So if you're into doing custom liveries, you can do that here as well. I've got to be honest, for Old School Rally, with the handling, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's got that vibe where if you get sideways enough, the car kind of stops and loses all momentum. Because of this, I found it really hard to smoothly and satisfyingly make it through the stages. It's especially a bit of a jump after playing Drive Rally, where Drive Rally is maybe like too easy and satisfying. Old School Rally is almost too difficult and unsatisfying. I'm sure once you sink many, many hours into this game, you'll reach like a zen state and you'll be in the zone and you'll get it. But these were my first impressions. There is a damage system in this game, which is cool. Visually, your car will get banged up and dirty, and you'll also get your engine hit around a bunch and a damage bar will appear. The engine damage also persists over a rally through each stage, even if the visual damage does not. I would pick up Old School Rally if you're a fan of Colin McRae Rally and you're looking for like a traditional arcade rally racer game. If you kind of miss that 2000s kind of Colin McRae Rally vibe, you would love this game. The next game I played is called Parking Garage Rally Circuit, and this one is slightly different from the previous two, but I loved it. This one had a full release in September, so no early access, and it's an arcade rally game set in a bunch of parking garages. It's not a combo that I was expecting to like, but I actually found it really worked quite well. This game is made by a solo developer, by a dev that goes by Wallaber. This isn't the first car game that he's made. He also made Jelly Car, which was like, I remember from the Flash game era of the internet, playing on all those like online gaming sites. This game is meant to look like you're playing it on the Sega Saturn Parking Garage Rally Circuit, and it does. From the start of the game, you're given a bunch of visual kind of style options, from original hardware to modern emulator and even a PC port option. I don't know why, but the PC port option in particular hit me right in the nostalgia. Like, I recognized it immediately and I can't explain it, but it felt like I was trying to open like Screamer in DOS again. But yeah, all of the vibes kind of in the menu suit this kind of Sega Saturn styling, and I think it's really, really good. Once you get stuck into the single player though, you get given lots of different parking garages with some really interesting tracks. With each of them, there's a gold, silver, and bronze time that you can get, so you can go full Gran Turismo license test if you'd like, and try to get all golds. There is also a leaderboard. Surprisingly, each of these parking garages kind of felt different. Each one had a different backdrop, which I really liked, and theming. For example, one of them was like just set in an airport car park, which we've all been in. And there are different cars in this game with classes from light to heavy and ultra, and you can customize your cars with like liveries, paint, and numbers. The handling in this game I found was really, really good. It's basically hold the square button to drift, and the cars you drive have like a really super small turning circle. I found it really, really satisfying and surprisingly easy to pick up. I was watching videos of this game and I was like, wow, it looks really difficult, but it's actually really, really intuitive. It's hard to be perfect, but I think it's really easy to pick up, and I found it the most satisfying handling out of all three arcade rally games I played. There is a soundtrack by a Texas ska band called the Holophonics, and it's a phenomenal soundtrack. It's got lots of bangers, and for whatever reason, the combination of ska music with the Sega Saturn styling really got to me. There is also split screen in this game as well if you want to play with a friend. And I would pick up this game if you're looking for something a little bit different to your standard arcade racer, but one that has a lot of thought put behind it. If you really like nostalgia and you like spamming Trackmania, trying to get those like Nadeo times, this game will suit you well. And also pick it up so you can race online. I tried to find other people racing multiplayer when I wanted to play, but there wasn't anyone else. So pick it up and race against me. So those are 3 games that I tried, all kind of really interesting arcade rally games and all worth playing in their own right. You should go check them out on Steam. Otherwise, let me know in the comments if you like them or if you're already playing these games. And if you like the video, you can leave a like and you can subscribe to Overtake for more sim racing and just racing game content in general. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.